Hello, welcome to DNA Hardwired, common sense turned upside down. My name is Pop, and with me is my co-host, Jackie. Thank you for
Hey,
joining.
that was going on.
All right. Thank you for joining us for another exciting episode on DNA Hardwired, common sense turned upside down. On our last few episodes, we've been covering politics, Donald Trump's election, and the homelessness. We actually haven't even got to homelessness yet because we've been so involved with politics. We would strongly encourage you to, you listeners, to go ahead and listen to the previous episodes on politics, so that you kind of be caught up on where we're at right now, so that you don't get left behind. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and continue with our discussion here. Also, remember, this conversation is really not for the Trump supporters or Trump voters per se, but we're really trying to reach the approximate 40% of the eligible voters who didn't vote for reasons I'm still trying to figure out. But anyway, okay. We'll continue laying out information, that's kind of gotten us to this point, with our opinions on Trump and his administration, also his voters. So, Brother Jackie, any opening comments?
Yeah, and I literally just had one outside of some of the things I've said previously. I think I could be wrong, but just my opinion, that the large percentage of the people that did not vote in this last election, it could be they just tired, they fatigued with all the back and forth. They don't know what to believe or who to believe, who's lying, who's telling the truth, all of that. I think that has something to do with it too, because I've had a few conversations over the last week or so regarding this, and that's kind of where everyone was landing on. Even the people that voted, they were tired. Some of the ones, they were tired, but they have a lot of people have an obligation to vote, and so I think that if people would act upon what they were thinking or feeling, I think it would have been a lot more people that did not vote as opposed to the numbers we have right now.
So it sounds like what you're saying, that there are folks out there that kind of feel confused as far as who's telling the truth about things, and so confused and discouraged, so they're just choosing not to vote. What are your thoughts? Are you confused?
Am I confused?
Yeah, about who's telling the truth and about what's going on. Are you confused?
There's always a level of confusion.
Okay.
Because you don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. Like right now. Well, when it comes to SNAP and all these other social programs, food stamps, this, that, and other, one side is being blamed for it. But we don't know what's going on the other side, because I just found something out today that said, and them guys didn't vote on the continuing resolution. Which? So now, if that's true, who is actually telling the truth? Are you up there playing God with people's lives and on being able to eat?
Okay, speaking of the continuing resolution, let me just run a few things by you, and that might help clear up a few things for us. On this continuing resolution thing, let me just go over a few things. First of all, Congress passed the first continuing resolution. Well, let me put it this way: they haven't passed one since really 1998, actually, as far as what's called as clean CR. But an average of about 5 CRs are passed every year, believe it or not, an average of 5. In a single physical year, there could be a multiple short-term CRs before a full-year funding agreement is reached, and that's what we're kind of going through now. it's very typical for a continuing resolution to have changes made before it is passed. Now, that's very important for you to remember, Jackie, and for the other listeners too. It is very typical, not atypical, it's very typical for a continuing resolution to have changes made before it is passed. So now I know one of the things, so I know that one of the things Republicans are saying right now is that the Democrats agreed to the current CR, so therefore, why not just go ahead and pass it and take us into the next period, right? Extend it, right? Do you understand why the Democrats are against that?
Yeah, I mean, I think both parties we got an issue with if they have an issue with the way the current funding is, this, that, another. Yes, they're going to have a problem with it. So I would understand why the Democrats have a problem with it. Yes.
Okay, I'm glad you do, because there's a lot of folks that don't seem to understand, why the Democrats have a problem with it. And you kind of touched on it a little bit when you talked about changes. Let me try to give you I'll use an analogy. Hopefully this will work. So let's say that you entered into a year-long subscription for a magazine, right? The period is going to be for a year. And this happens all the time with subscriptions. So now the subscription goes from January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. That's the period of the contract. There are things that's in that contract, says this, they say that. All right. So now there's something in that contract though that says if you don't make a change on 31 December 2025, that first of all, that contract will continue. It doesn't automatically stop. It's going to continue. So when it continues starting on the 1st January 26, guess what happens because of that previous contract? It says your initial subscription rate was $19.95 a month. Well, if you don't make any changes to that new contract by the 1st of January 2026, if you don't make a change, your subscription rate is going to go up every month. It's going to go up to $24.95. So that's what the Republicans want to do. In this current CR, there's something in there that says that if we don't make a change to this current CR by the ending date, which is ended now, that's why the government shut down. If you don't make Democrats or Republicans, if you don't make a change to this current CR by this time period, which didn't occur because the Republicans refused to negotiate with the Democrats about making that change. All right. So the Democrats, they're getting a little bit smart. They're saying, no, we're not going to. This is not the same CR. And they talk about the Republicans. They keep talking about this clean CR. And I on my Facebook post, I encourage people to go out and do a search on a clean CR. There's no such thing. There is no clean CR. That's why I told you to keep in mind what I said about there is typically changes made to these CRs. The Republicans want you to believe, okay, because most people don't do research. They just accept either one side or the other. People don't follow up and do research. They want you to believe that, hey, it's a clean CR. It's the same one they signed months ago. Why don't they keep it? Well, because it's the same with that prescription. If you're a fool and you're not paying attention, your rates are going to go up because you didn't renegotiate the contract.
Right.
So, but anyway, I didn't mean to go on. But that's the issue with the clean CR. So when people say that, it's the Democrats' fault that that the government shut down. Well, I don't know about that. Myself, I put more responsibility on the Republicans. But go ahead, give me your thoughts on that.
I'm not technically saying that it's.
What was that again?
I said I'm not taking the stand. It was the Democrats' fault. It's just when that came to my ears today.
Oh yeah, no. I understand that you're not saying that, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of people that's saying that. Another thing to consider is this: how how do you come to an agreement on something? Two sides. We got two different sides with two different thoughts, right? How much would you agree to a contract, right? Would you agree to a contract and then say, okay, I'm going to agree to this contract. Now I'll sign it. And I'm telling you this, go ahead, Jackie, agree to this contract. Go ahead and sign it. I know you have some questions, but go ahead and sign this contract. And after you sign it, then we'll talk about it. Then we'll negotiate, okay? That's what the Republicans are asking the Democrats to do.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Though.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You go ahead, Democrats, agree to this CR, which the Democrats already know what's in the current CR. They already know that if we don't make these changes, people are going to lose their health care, and it's already starting to happen. People are going to lose their health care. Their health care, their premiums are going to go up. It's already happening right now, right? And so the Democrats know this. The Republicans know it too. The people that don't appear to know it are the people that are falling for the Republicans' rope-a-dope about this thing that is the Democrats' fault. You know, and I think that people need to do more research. Don't just automatically, accept some of these things that either side is telling you. You know what I mean? I mean, when you really think about it, this is what gets me. This is really one of the things that gets me. When you look at both sides, when you look at the Republicans, when you look at the three sides, when you look at the Republicans, when you look at the Democrats, and when you look at the president, okay? Out of those three, based upon what you know and what you've been hearing, based upon those three, which one do you think has been telling the truth the most? Based upon what you know, which one has been telling you the truth the most?
You asked me, hold up. You look at three sides. You said, when I look at the Republicans, the Democrat, and the president? Yes.
Which of those three do you think have been most honest and upfront with you?
I can't answer that. I really cannot answer.
You can't answer that?
I can't say either side.
You can't say either side?
I can't say either side.
Well, let me tell you.
No, I cannot.
Let me ask you a question. Who said we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare? Who said that?
Who said what now?
We're going to repeal and we're going to replace Obamacare. Just for starters. That
was Trump. That was Trump. Trump said that.
Not only Trump, the Republicans said it too.
I said the Republicans said that. Yes.
That's right. Donald Trump and Republicans said that. Has that been done yet?
No, that hasn't been done.
No. There's a bunch of other things that President Trump has said. I tell you what, too. Let's do a little trivia too, and this will kind of help us along the way. We haven't done any.
I think this is about to help you. I think this is about to help your side.
Well, no. It's going to help both sides because I'm going to ask questions, and then we're going to give. I know the answer because I see the answer, but we're going to ask the question, and the answer, whether you get the question right or wrong, it doesn't matter. The point is that we're going to ask the question, and then we'll see the answer, and that's going to kind of help us out here. So let's do a little bit, and we'll have a little fun too. Let's do a little bit of trivia here. Okay, here's the question. When a military helicopter and a civilian plane collided near Washington, D.C. in a tragic accident, what president, and there's going to be 3 different presidents, what president quickly went before cameras and blamed the crash on diversity requirements? Was it Biden, Obama, or Trump?
So we know who that is. That was Trump. We know that.
All right. So that was one. Okay.
Because they trying to repeal DEI. So of course they're gonna say that.
Well, yeah,
of course they're gonna be the ones coming out saying it.
Right. They're not trying. They're doing it. But here's another one here. During his campaign, and in a debate, which president stated that millions of people across the border are taking black jobs and Hispanic jobs? He later clarified those in the back for those in the back. He clarified that black jobs referred to any job held by a black person. Who said that? Biden, Trump, or Obama?
Okay, I'm gonna give you Trump.
Okay, all right. And I guess he forgot that there was a black person that was holding that job before him. So he actually took a black job. But anyway, also, does that sound a little racist or not? That comment about a black job, who what jobs are for black people? Does that sound a little bit racist? I'm just curious. What do you think?
I'm not gonna say that's racist though. I'm not gonna go there with that one.
Do you know? Let me ask you, brother, and I want you for our next podcast. I want you to research what a racist is and what racism is. Okay, because I'm gonna give you a little hint. When you label a whole race a certain way, you might even label them like some people label the Jewish people. What's one of the things a lot of people say about Jewish people?
They control the media.
They control the media.
They're attorneys.
What else do they say?
They're attorneys.
Exactly.
They're attorneys. They're cheap.
Yeah, those are racist statements, believe it or not. Those are racist statements. Racist statements aren't always calling people by a derogatory name or denying them housing or, there's a lot of ways. The main thing about racism is, one of the things is that when you classify a whole race and you put them in a certain category, whether it's positive or negative, that's racism.
Is it racist if there's a large percentage of Jewish people that control the media or are attorneys in that sense? Is that racist? Or are you just saying, okay, that's a factual statement?
Now, when you put the whole, there's a difference between saying a lot or the majority. There's a difference between that and saying the whole race. Trump didn't say that they were taking a lot of different types of. Well, even if they had said that, that's still racist. When you put a, go ahead.
When black people say that white people don't season their food, is that racist?
Yes. Yes, it's racist.
Or is that based off their? Hold on. Or is that based off of their experience when they eat white people's food?
I don't care what they call it. I don't care how you justify it. If you take and identify a whole race, they can't drive. Who can't drive? What race can't drive? You see what I'm saying?
What race can't drive?
Cannot drive. Yeah. What race do we make fun of because with a racist statements they can't drive? Who is that? No, don't answer it. Never mind. Don't answer that.
No, you got me on that one. I really don't know.
Yeah, don't answer it. Don't answer it. But all I'm saying, all I'm saying is, yes, brother. Let me tell you, brother.
Hold on. Are you saying that you're referring to the Hispanic culture?
No, and I told you don't say it, but it's not the Hispanics. But anyway, all I'm saying is those are racist statements and racist thoughts when we do that. When we take a whole race and we label them as this or that, that's racism. And it doesn't always have to be something negative. I mean, like you said something about white folk can't cook. I don't like white folk food. Okay, when you say that, some people might not see that as a bad thing, but it's a bad thing because you've labeled all white people not able to cook. Now, is that true? I mean, you could be honest. Go ahead. I mean, say it. Do you think all white folks can't cook?
No, that's not true.
Of course
Absolutely
it's
not.
of course
I don't think so.
of course it's not true. It's a racist statement. So when he say black jobs, now let me ask you this question then. Let me ask you this question, brother. Let me ask you this question. What type of jobs do you think he was talking about when he was saying black jobs? Do you think he was talking about lawyers, doctors, professors?
No, we know that lower wage. We talking about the lower wage
That's
job, the
what
domestic job.
That's right, brother.
The people that they working, but they're not seen. I understand what
There
you're
you
saying.
go, brother.
I get that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now we got the president of the United States of America. All right, we got the president of the United States of America using racist terms like that, racist thoughts like that. A black job. The thing about you saying that some black folk think, a lot of black folk think white folk can't cook. Do you think white folk like that? Hearing somebody say that about them as a whole race? So I'm not going to keep going on that one. But all I want you to do, brother, is hey, you a grown man. We both grown. So I was going to give you a homework. I was going to give you a homework assignment, but I can't do that because you grown.
No. But go ahead. Go. What's the homework assignment? Go research racism and racism.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. You need to do seriously. Because go ahead.
Real talk. Based off my you don't think I've done some of that? You don't think I've done that before?
Well, brother, you haven't done enough. Because if you don't understand, no, let me tell you. If you don't understand that, and then what makes it even worse is he's the damn president. But if you don't understand that a white man saying that there are these black jobs, if you don't understand that that's racism, you need to do more research. I'm just telling you. That's racism. And if you look up the definition, let me lower my voice. But if you look up the definition, you'll see that's a prime example of racism. When you take a whole race and you assign something to that whole race, that's racism. But go ahead, brother.
So I guess my issue, going back, and we touched on this before. I'm not saying that racism don't exist. Nope. I'm not saying that Donald Trump don't have. I know it. I'm not saying.
I know that. I know that, and I hear you, and I agree with you. But right now, we're talking about a specific.
I'm not saying that his statements cannot. I'm not saying that some of the things he said isn't racist.
But we're talking about one thing. We're talking about one thing right now. We're talking about this one thing about him saying about black jobs, and
one thing don't make a person a racist though.
I don't know. Maybe don't make a person a racist. Okay. Let me finish this. Let me say this. I may have said that Donald Trump is a racist, but I think what I said. Do you think that was a racist statement? Okay, I do think he's a racist, but I think what the question was. I think what the question was that a racist statement to say that there was such a thing as a black job. And so I hear what you're saying, but I think that if me, if you're gonna take and classify a whole race, I don't care what you're talking about. If you say white folk can't cook, you say, oh, that's racist. And if that's all you said negative about white folks, you haven't said anything else about white folks. You said all positive stuff about white folks. But when you say white folks can't cook, that's racist, because what you've done is you've assigned this thing to this whole race of people. And that thing didn't have to be positive or negative. It's just that it's a thing. You said that all white people are this way, or you said that all black people are this way, or you say that all Hispanics are this way. Those are racist statements. That's why I say do a little bit more research on it and you'll see what I'm saying. But anyway, let's go to the next one here. Which person promised mortgage assistance for first-time home buyers, a tax credit for parents of newborns, and bans on price gouging at the grocery store to help target inflation? Biden, Trump, or Harris?
Okay, Trump said that.
No, Harris.
No, Harris said that. You already
Yeah.
said that.
Okay.
My bad.
So
Yeah.
this is going to be kind of a cheat sheet for you. If it's something positive for the people, the chances are Trump didn't say it. I'm gonna give you that one. If it's something that's probably positive for the people, either he didn't say it or he lied, which will prove out like Obamacare. I'm going to repeal and replace Obamacare. If he had have actually done that, that would have been a good thing for people. But he lied about it. He lied about it in his first term, and you don't even hear him talking about it now. They don't even talk about repealing and replacing. They done already decimated it. The damn thing running around limping almost, But anyway, so here's another one. Who stated that in a world of complex threats, our security and leadership depend on all elements of our power, including strong and principled diplomacy. So let me repeat that, because you don't know these questions and I don't even know them either. I just got to read them. But who stated that in a world of complex threats, our security and leadership depend on all elements of our power, including strong and principled diplomacy? Who said that? Biden, Trump, or Biden? Or Obama? Biden, Trump, or Obama?
That sounds like an Obama statement.
You got it, brother. Yeah, Obama said that. He said that. So, who said, I have embraced crying mothers who have lost their children because our politicians put their personal agendas before the national good. I have no patience for injustice, no tolerance for government incompetence, no sympathy for leaders who fail their citizens. Who said that? Biden, Trump?
Another Obama statement. Another Obama statement.
You would think it, right? But that was a lie by Trump. That was a lie by Trump. Of course you wouldn't have thought Trump said that, because Trump don't look at the people like that. Look at what he's putting us through right now. He's not even involved in the negotiations to try to reopen the government. He's involved in trying to solve wars in Russia and the Middle East and putting carrier ships off the coast of South America. He's interested in solving all those problems. But American problems like reopening the government, he ain't got no time for that. So no, Trump didn't say that. No, he sure didn't say it. Excuse me. Trump did say it, but he lied. Okay. But anyway, so let's see here. Let me ask you this question then. I say he lying. Maybe you don't think so. Based upon what you know about President Trump, do you believe he was lying about that? Or was the comment sincere?
Do I believe he was lying? Do I believe he's told a lie?
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
No. On that one here, on this one here, let me put it this way. Do you believe he was sincere when he was talking about putting the personal, being patient for injustice, no tolerance for government incompetence, no sympathy for leaders who fail their citizens? Do you believe he was being sincere with those statements?
No. Okay.
So
no.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Who stated this time? Let's see. Here we go. Who stated this time to fundamentally change the way that we do business in Washington, to help build a new foundation for the 21st century? We need to reform our government so that it's more efficient, more transparent, and more creative. That will demand new thinking and a new sense of responsibility for every dollar that is spent. Who said that? Biden, Trump, or Obama?
I'm still going with Obama.
There you go. I'm trying to mess with you, but you got that one right. You see, you got there. You would expect Obama to say something like that. You would not expect Trump to say something like that. See, these are the things that we people, and I think the vast majority of us, know these things that you and I are sharing right now. We know not to expect that type of talk and action from Trump, because that's not who he is. But someone like Obama, yes, that's who Obama is. Here's another one. He called a skeptical voter a lying dog-faced pony soldier. Was it Biden, Trump, or Obama? He called the skeptic.
Okay, that was Trump. We know that's Trump. We get that.
No, that wasn't Trump. That wasn't Trump. It was Biden.
A lot. He called a skeptical voter what?
A lying dog-faced pony soldier. Now you should have known that was Biden, old as he is. Biden probably rode with those pony soldiers. Come on now. It was Biden. He said, yeah. He said.
Like I said, I hadn't heard too much Biden say. Matter of fact, I damn near tuned him out almost.
Yeah. But yeah, he called him a lying dog-faced pony soldier. But anyway, so here's another one here. Who said whether we are black or brown or white, we all bleed the same red blood of patriots? Who said that? Biden, Trump, or Obama?
Obama.
You see what I'm saying? That's what you would expect Obama to say. But Trump said it. He said it because he's a liar. You know, you don't even believe he believes that.
Hold on. This is my issue with this. How is Trump the liar when he said something decent, but Obama wasn't when he said something different? Decent. How is that?
Because, Brother Jackie, because you're saying it yourself. You're proving my point yourself. If you really thought that about Trump, if you really thought Trump had those sentiments, why didn't you pick Trump? And so what my point is, you didn't pick Trump.
The reason I picked.
Go ahead.
The reason I picked Obama because out of all three, he was the most articulate. We know that.
All right.
He was the most diplomatic. We know that. So that's the reason why I chose him.
Yeah.
But the Democrats have this is my issue with the Democrats and with a bunch of politicians, but the Democrats in particular. They sound good behind the microphone, but then when they're in office, they don't do well.
Well,
that's my problem.
Okay, then let me ask you this. And I know you're not prepared for this question, which is cool, not a problem. But let me ask you this. And again, we've already talked about this, Brother Jackie. We've already talked about this. Mm-hmm. And let's do it again. When you look back over history, and let's look back over recent history, the last 50 to 75 years or so, all right? Which party has represented, I'm not even going to say minorities anymore. I'm just going to say, which party in your mind do you think has better represented the United States of America? The Republican Party or the Democratic Party? Just a wild guess. I know you don't have.
No, it's not a guess. We understand there's more inclusion on the Democratic side.
So
we understand. I said going into.
So
you said no. Yeah, yes, they have.
Oh no. I'm agreeing with you. So if that's what you think and feel and you believe, why do we? And it's not just you, but why do people keep talking about the Democrats? Talking about they not doing enough.
Because we don't think that they're the best ones to do the job. That's part of the issue.
You just said it, Jackie. Back up 30 seconds. Back up. Hold up.
You just said
No. Hold up. Back up 30 seconds. I just asked you a question last 50, 75 years ago. Which political party do you think actually have done better for the American people? I didn't want to focus in on black folk or whatever. And you said the Democratic Party.
What I meant by my answer was who is more inclusive to everyone in the country. I'm going to give you the Democratic Party. That doesn't mean that they've done anything for the party that they say they represent. That's the issue. Whereas
Did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said? Did you honestly hear what you just said? Repeat slowly what you just said, if you don't mind. I think I heard.
From aesthetic purposes, when you look inside the Democratic Party, there's white, black, Asian, Hispanic, they're all in there.
Okay, so when you were talking about, I get it now. So when you were talking about representation, you meant from that standpoint, as far as our actual representatives. That's what you meant?
Right.
Okay.
From the looks of it on the outside and the way they talk.
Okay, good.
Everybody's included.
There you go.
We're working for everyone. Right.
Now,
The issue with that is
go ahead.
The issue with that is when you look at the Republican side of it, they make no gripes about it. They go enact things that's going to facilitate and help their side of the street, and they make no gripes about it. They stand on it, and therein lies one of the issues one of the conversations you and I have had before when it comes to the Democrats being soft. When you're gonna make a change, you don't ask it. You make the freaking change. You don't ask for permission. And I don't think the Republicans don't ask for permission. They go ahead and start playing to win instead of playing to just to play.
See, and I get that. And I get that. I totally understand what you're saying. And you and I both, we've agreed that the Democrats, they're wimps. They're wimps. In the past, I think they're trying to grow some now, but in the past they've kind of been wimps. But that doesn't take away from what I'm trying to say. They may be wimps, but who does the best job of representing the country and representing the people? And I don't just mean by in the legislature.
The Democrats.
So that's my. But so if we both agree on that, why are we condemning the Democrats for doing that? Who would be? Let me ask you this question. In your opinion, based upon what you and I both seem to be saying, who would be, whether the Democrats are wimps and whether or not the Republicans are strong as hell, which one would be in a better position, do you feel would be in a better position to lead the country?
I can't give that to the Democrats. I can't.
So you'll give it to the Republicans? Wait a minute. Based upon what we said, based upon what we talked about, so you would feel that the Republicans would be in a better place to lead the country, and that it would be best for all of us. It would be better for the Republicans, right? Is that what you're saying?
From us as a superpower, from us compared to other countries in this world, I'm gonna put that on the Republicans because they got a history of making sure that we're not losing.
All right, I'm gonna ask you again to do this homework assignment. Do a search, and this is easy. Go to Google, and I've asked people to do this before, but go to Google, do a search, and ask the question: under which political party does the United States of America do the best with? I mean, flourish. Which party, under which party does the United States of America flourish more under? Use flourish, use some other word, but do a search and see which party it consistently comes up with. Also, what I'd encourage...
Go ahead. You know what I'm going to find?
What I'm going to find? What are you going to find?
I'm gonna find information that's gonna show under the Democrats.
That's right.
The country the country did XYZ.
That's right.
Under the Republicans, I'm gonna find out that the country did XYZ.
That's right.
So it's gonna be a wash at the end of the day.
No, it's not gonna be a wash. Okay. I guarantee you, it's not gonna be a wash. You're gonna consistently see that the country does better economically. In all other ways, diplomatically, you're going to find that the country does much better under Democratic leadership. I mean, look at the country. Just look at the state of the country right now, brother Jackie. Just think about what we're talking about right now. Look at the state of the country right now. Honestly, we can say whatever we want to say about. Whatever we want to say about the last 4 years with Joe Biden. He was old. He stumbled. He fell off his bike. He called Trump his vice president. We can say all of that about, and I would agree with you. Joe Biden was old. Joe Biden looked old. Donald Trump is old. He just don't look quite as old. But when we look at the job that they did as far as this country, look at the 4 years that Biden was in, and just look at the 10 months that Trump was in, and look at the state of our country right now. And I mean, there's no comparison to me. We got this man right now sending a carrier off the coast of South America for drugs. Now, brother, if I'm not mistaken, you spent over 30 years in the military. What the hell does a Navy carrier, a warship, got to do with drugs?
Nothing.
All right. Do we?
You and I both know there's a bigger reason why that ship is down there. It ain't just drugs. That's the lie they're telling us. There's more to it than just them drugs.
All right. I think we both agree on that. Now, the question is, what is it then?
Right. And I've been saying this for the last 10 to 15 years. What is going on behind the scenes that we getting so wrapped up in these smoke and mirrors that by the time whatever is happening behind the scenes, by the time it makes it to the forefront, it's going to be too late to stop it. There's other stuff going on, and we know that. What it is, I don't know.
Well, let me give you some hints.
Going on behind the scenes.
Let me give you some hints. If I'm not mistaken, Venezuela, the president of Venezuela, is it Maduro or whatever his name is? Got some name like that.
Yeah.
Trump has talked about overthrowing him. He wants to kick him out of office. Now, if he wants to overthrow the man, look, Trump is a businessman. He's a businessman. Okay? He sees dollar signs with getting Maduro out of Venezuela and putting somebody in there that he wants in there. This thing with Gaza, the Palestinians and Israel, that man is seeing dollar signs. He's seeing developing that Gaza. That's what he sees. Right. And making money. So that's what it comes. That's what it kind of comes down to. But to kind of get back to what some of the stuff that we were talking about, let me see. There was a couple other things I wanted. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? Okay.
We're good on this.
Yeah. I'm an avid Facebook fan, and so a lot of times my friends on Facebook, they'll post some stuff, Democrats and Republicans. And I'll fact check some of the stuff. Some of the stuff it seems so damn ridiculous. I don't automatically accept stuff. Even when it's about Trump and it's bad, I got to look it up because I don't automatically believe it. So I had a friend post, my friend, well, let me do this first here. What are your thoughts on President Trump destroying the East Wing of the White House to build a ballroom? What are your thoughts on that?
Stupid.
You think it's stupid? You think it's stupid? Okay. All right. I mean, in so many ways, I would agree with you because from one standpoint, he's destroying a part of history. And from my understanding, they said that once that ballroom is completed, it's actually going to overshadow the actual White House. It's going to be bigger than the White House. I can't imagine that. But that's one of the things they said. Okay. So here's let me ask you this question. What do you think is under the East Wing? The East Wing that he's tearing down, what do you think is under there? And I don't expect, and yeah, I don't expect you to know the answer. I don't expect you to know the answer because I didn't know the answer until my friend posted this shit on Facebook yesterday. But go ahead, what did you say?
It probably has something. It's probably something historical over there.
Yeah, it's kind of
wants to remove.
It's kind of historical. Believe it or not. Like I said, when I saw this, I'm like, get the hell out of here. It's an emergency underground bunker. It's got another name to it, but it's an emergency underground bunker. That's what's under the East Wing, right? And so the president of the United States is building a ballroom over the top of that. Now, let me ask you a question. And brother Jackie, I know damn well you don't know this because I didn't know it, like I said, until yesterday. All right. What other renowned world leader built a ballroom over a bunker? You get one guess.
Say that again.
You get one
more time. I'm in the bad area.
Okay. You get one guess on this. You get one guess. What other renowned known world leader built a ballroom over a bunker? You get one guess. Knowing what you know about Trump.
Kim Jong-un?
You were close. but it was Hitler.
Netanyahu?
No, Hitler.
Oh, wow.
Hitler. Hey, let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question. What well-known United States leader of today in politics once called Trump Hitler?
I forgot who it was, but I remember that.
Yeah, I know you had to know. You had to know. Trump's vice president, Vance.
I didn't know Vance called him Hitler.
Oh yeah. Look it up. J.D. Vance once called Trump Hitler.
I think, something like that. That's why it's saying for me. That's why I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it. I heard it someplace else.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, brother, when my friend posted that and I saw it, they actually posted a picture of the Hitler bunker, and he posted a picture of the American bunker, by the White House. And it was like, it's not that those two bunkers looked exactly alike, don't get me wrong, but just the idea, the coincidence that Donald Trump is kind of acting like Hitler. When you think about right now what's going on in the streets of America, putting our troops, what they call them, jackbooted thugs. Somebody called them that one time before. Got them wearing masks and all this other stuff. I mean, that picture, it just does something to me, brother. It just does something to me. And for us to be oblivious to what's going on and not being able to see what's going on with this present president, and then not being able to see the difference between him and his administration, versus the Democratic administration, it confounds. I just don't understand it.
So you're saying that him acting like him? You saying he's acting like Hitler, or wants to be the modern day version of Hitler?
Well, I don't know that.
In a sense.
Yeah, I don't know that that's how it is exactly. All I'm saying is there's a lot of coincidental stuff that appears to be going on. The way he's acting and some of the past that I've heard about Hitler through history. There's a lot, and you mentioned the North Korean leader. There's so many similarities to these authoritarian dictators and so on to what Trump is doing right now. There's so many things that are alike. They're very similar. That gives me that. I guess maybe it's because none of our previous leaders have even come close to these types of things. Biden didn't do it. Obama didn't do it. The Bushes, neither one of the Bushes did it. The Reagan, Kennedy, none of them did this type of stuff. And so I'm just, me personally.
Let me throw a question out there.
Okay, go ahead.
Because he's the only one that we can say in history that's doing some of these things, what you just named.
Right.
Does that make him wrong, bad, any of that right there?
Makes him all of that. Yeah. It makes him wrong. It makes him bad. When he's and I'm so disappointed in our Supreme Court, but when he got it to where, and at least in California, and if they can do it in California, they can do it all over the country. When he got it to the point where it's legal for the ICE agents or any other type of legal authorities, I guess, but for ICE for sure, they can stop and detain a person simply because of the way they look, the language they speak, and their location. That's their probable cause. Is this person look this way, they speak this language, and they're at Home Depot. So I can stop you. You could be sitting there eating whatever, but I can just walk up to you, stop you, question you, take you into custody. And the Supreme Court said that, yeah, that's okay for us to do that. That's frightening for me. When you can send our military and I'm sure they're using drones. But when you can send our military to randomly target boats out in the open sea, just blow them to smithereens with no idea who's actually on that boat. When you're able to do that, and then you even have the public backing you to do that, no, there's something wrong with that. That's ugly to me. That's wrong. That's not right. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Yeah, I think he's wrong. I don't think it's right. I think he's bad. Yes, I think all of those things. When he's trying to go ahead.
No, I just said okay. I'm listening.
Yeah,
I still think.
Yeah. And now, like I said, again, here we are with Americans right here in America. We have this government shutdown. All right. And he doesn't appear. He doesn't appear. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes, not telling us. But he doesn't appear to be getting involved with the Democrats and the Republicans trying to bring us together to resolve this issue. Matter of fact, my understanding is he had a meeting set up with the Democratic leadership. He had a meeting set up with them, and he canceled that meeting. He canceled it. He refused to sit down with the other major party to try to work this out so that we can open the government back out. I also heard, now I don't know if you heard this, I don't know, maybe it's not true, but I heard that he had given, was it Venezuela? Argentina? He had given Argentina $20 billion for something. I don't know what for. And then he decided that's not enough. Let me double that. Gave them $40 billion, right? For something. I don't know what. And then I understand that he found some money somewhere to pay out military because of this close down, shutdown. He found some money somewhere. But yet he had $40 billion to give. Yeah. He had $40 billion to give to Venezuela. And I don't know how much that darn ballroom is costing that we didn't need. Right?
I promise you. It ain't going to be $1 million. It's going to be way more than that for a ballroom.
We know it's more than that. We know that. So yeah, I think he's bad. I think he's doing bad stuff. He's not a nice person. He's not the leader, to me anyway. He's not the leader that we bargained for, in my mind. Now again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But anyway, brother. I think it looked like we run out of time. We run out of time here, but I'm gonna give you a chance to, because I done dominated the conversation. I'll give you time to go ahead and say whatever you might want to say before we close out.
Well, my thing is this. Again, for me personally, I try not to get wrapped up in the semantics. I really look at even with Trump, Obama, Biden, Kamala Harris. What are you doing to make the country better? What's that conversation like? What's the plan there? I don't see it really from Trump at the end of the day. I didn't see it from Harris either. So, with that being said, I'm change anytime there's change. It's always in the face of adversity and criticism and ridicule. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that's why I've been open in a sense to giving Trump a break in that sense there, and not being so quick to condemn. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. When Donald Trump was elected president this time, I didn't vote for him. But I've consistently said that I was willing to give him a chance too and wait and see. I already had my mind made up as far as how I thought he was going to do, but he's doing far worse than that. Okay, he's doing far. Let me tell you something, brother. It's only been 10 months. I'm gonna tell you, it's only been 10 months. But me and my wife and some of my other folk, my daughter and friends, we talk about it, and it's like, God, I just hope we can make it to midterms. hopefully, we're talking about a year from now. I just hope we can make it to that time, and hopefully the American people will be smart enough to at least put some guardrails in there by electing more Democrats in both houses to try to put him in check. Because look, if he's been able to do what he's done so far just in 10 months, if he's been able to do all he's done in these 10 months,
you scared shitless of what he's gonna do over the next
Jackie, brother,
38 months,
brother. I've always believed in our form of government. You can call it a democracy or republic. I don't care what you call it, but it's free. We've been free. We've been prosperous. I've always believed in that. And no matter whether it was Obama that was president or the Bushes or Reagan, it didn't matter to me, because all of those presidents I felt did a good job. I felt they did a good job. I was never afraid with any of those presidents as far as what might happen to our country. But right now with him having he has the Congress in his pocket, and the only thing that's saving us is we've got those few Democrats that he don't have enough. That's the only thing that's stopping him, brother. That's the only thing that's stopping him. And so, yes, I'm scared shitless right now. I really am. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see. We'll wait and see. But for me, it's not looking good.
Correct.
Every day, let me tell you something. Every day there's something with him. I mean, seriously, he's done this or did that or didn't do this. I mean, it's daily. We're not talking about weekly or every couple of months or one time. It's daily. Joe Biden, he only fell off the bike one time that I remember. In his 4 years, he fell off the bike once. And I think he called Trump vice president once, I think. So Obama, I don't remember. Only bad thing Obama did, well, he did two bad things. He wore a tan suit, and he was on the beach with no shirt on. Those are the only two things I remember him doing, in his term. But anyway, but Trump, it's every day there's something. Every day there's something. It's so common right now. People don't even flinch. When they hear that, Donald Trump did this, people don't even flinch anymore. He's tearing down part of it was so bad. It's so bad that he would not allow people to take pictures of the demolition of the East Wing. You couldn't take pictures of it because he knew it was ugly. He wanted to hide it. He knew it was ugly, but the pictures got out.
Right. Of course they did.
Yeah. But anyway, brother, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And so what we'll do is we'll take this up. Hopefully next week. Yeah, we'll take it up next week, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, brother.
And I'm going to go do my homework stuff, just so you know. Okay?
Yeah, you go do your homework. Also, man, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and bring some stuff to the table. I mean, if you feel that there's some it's going to be hard though. I'm telling you this. I'm warning you right now. It's going to, for me, I want you to bring me some stuff. Bring us some meat. Bring us some meat on the bone next week as far as what Donald Trump and the rest of the Republicans have done in these last 10 months or are doing that you would say, now look, Pop, you've been on these Republicans and downing them and all this other stuff, talking about how the Democrats, this and that. I mean, seriously, next week, bring us some meat from the President of the United States and from the other Republicans that you would say, look, they're doing some good stuff. In the last 10 months, here's some good stuff they've done. Is that a deal?
I got you, Pops. I'm gonna jump on it.
You promise now. You promise. You promise. Pinky promise.
I'm gonna go find something, and I'm gonna bring next week.
A positive 10 thing. Now, don't bring me none of that stuff that I'm gonna go that's bullshit, I can show that that's not true. Don't bring me none of that now, because I have to bust you. I have to bust you out on air.
You're going to do some of that anyway, but I'm going to bring it anyway, though.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it anyway.
All right, brother.
All right.
Love you, man. Love you. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, listeners. Thank you. And also, for the listeners, drop us a line. We don't hear from y'all. Go ahead and drop us a line. DNA, we have a Facebook page. It's DNA Hardwired. Common sense turned upside down. Go ahead, drop us a line. Let us know what you think. Give us some advice. We need some advice. All right, brother Jackie.
In a minute now. I will talk to y'all a little later.
All right, later. Bye.
Think it through, people.